Here we go with my top 10 Funko Pop pickups for 2017. Starting with the Axl Rose and Slash Funko Pops from the Guns N' Roses collection. I am missing Duff McKenzie. I wish that they had a Steven Pop too, but they don't. They didn't make one. They should though. I feel like that guy doesn't get enough credit for what he's done for the band. But definitely number 10. Axl Rose Slash the entire Guns N' Roses collection with Duff McKenzie. Next on the list, we got the Metallica collection. We got James, Lars, Kurt, and Robert. I wish that they made a Cliff Burton Pop, and even a Jason one would have been awesome. This is my favorite band by far, so I was very excited that they released this. I want to see more of this type of stuff in the future. Even with hip-hop, I think it would be awesome if they released like a Wu-Tang Clan Pop figure collection. That would be sick. Next on the list, we got Bob Ross. They put out about, I think, 5 or 6 different versions, and they all were fantastic. Has to be on the list. I mean, they nailed it on this right here, and I absolutely love Bob Ross. Grew up on him, and just such a great pop. Some honorable mentions. We've got the Ghostbusters Dustin. We've got Mr. Monopoly and Jeffrey the Giraffe. Plus, we got to throw in this Crota. A lot of hype for Crota this year. Didn't make my list as far as my favorite, but these are awesome pops. I love this one right here because of the fact that they threw in 2 golden tickets on random pop boxes. If you got one of the golden tickets, you got a free trip to Funko headquarters. I thought that was really clever. The boxes come sealed. This one is actually still sealed right here. So who knows? I may have the golden ticket in here. Monopoly, my favorite board game. And Ghostbuster Dustin is awesome. I love that whole scene with the boys in Stranger Things. Especially when Max shows up. Who is actually on the countdown next? Max with the Michael Myers costume. I mean, even if you're not a fan of this show, it's just an awesome pop seeing the Michael Myers mask on her with the jumpsuit and everything. It's such a great pop that released this year. So it definitely had to make the list for the best of 2017. Next on the list, we got Kevin from Home Alone and Buddy the Elf. This is the Chase edition. I can't pick which one I like better. And matter of fact, now that I think about it, this probably would be a 4-way tie because I really loved Cousin Eddie and Clark from National Lampoon's. My favorite Christmas movies besides Christmas Story, and I think they nailed it on both of them. Oh, and the beauty with technology, I just found them. Bam! I was able to just throw them in the mix. So we have Clark Griswold and Cousin Eddie. I mean, they're ridiculous. You see him with the moose glass right there. And then you have Cousin Eddie in his robe with his cigar. Just classic. Absolutely classic. So they have to be on the list. Next on the list is Jack Torrance from The Shining. If you're a fan of the movie, you already know this is just such a great pop right here. And has to be on the list. Has to be. Next, we got Negan. Now, this was the Toys R Us exclusive, which was all black and white, but it has blood splatter on the face and on the bat. I love how this one came out, and I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead. My favorite show on TV. Had to make the list. I feel like Chris Jericho saying the list. Coming at number 4, we've got the Battle of the Bastards. This scene was incredible on Game of Thrones. I love how Jon Snow, he's got the shield with all the arrows as he's shooting those arrows and he's walking up on him. I mean, it just captures the scene in such a great way. And I absolutely love this pack. And by the way, a lot of these that I'm showing you were not super limited. I'm not showing you the most limited pickups of the year that I got. I'm just showing you some of my favorites of the year. So a lot of these you can still find, and I will put information on a lot of them in the description box below. I highly recommend them all. They're all awesome. The paint is fantastic on them, and I just nailed it on them. So I recommend all of the ones that I'm showing you. And unfortunately, the next ones I'm going to show you probably aren't going to be easy to find. And that is Pennywise with the wig and Pennywise with the balloon. I also really dig FYE exclusive Pennywise with the teeth. I don't have that one with me right now. I'm actually waiting for that one to be shipped to me, but we'll just pretend it's like right over here next to these two guys. They're both pretty hard to find now, but I suggest hitting your Walmart because I just seen these at Walmart. So definitely check out your local Walmarts and good luck hunting for these pops. Number 2, we got the Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker with speeder bike. This was the chase edition, which was with Luke, as you can see. And I love the fact that on this chase, they actually put Luke Skywalker's name instead of it having Princess Leia and then it's just like Luke inside. I even like how in the artwork you can see that's Luke, and then Princess Leia has like the eyelashes they usually do with the females. They did a great job on these. They did a fantastic job. Hands down, one of my favorite pickups of the year. When I was a kid, I actually had a play set, like a playground set, and it had the speeder bike. It was like a speeder bike swing. So like, it just brings me back to when I was a kid. It was a movie I seen in the theaters. I seen Return of the Jedi in the theaters, and I remember the speeder bike swing set. So it brings me back to when I was a little boy. I absolutely love Star Wars. They came out with so many amazing Star Wars Funko Pops this year. I could have done like a top 30 of all the Funko Pops that came out. I mean, there were so many great ones, but this definitely is my number 2 right here. Another honorable mention is the hologram of Princess Leia with R2-D2. It's just such a great one. I just wish that they set up some kind of background. When you have these 2-packs, 3-packs, it's really nice to have a background. Like you've seen on the speeder bike, you see the background with like the forest. And they could have done something here. It would have really just told the story well. For example, this canteen face-off from Star Wars movie moments. I mean, this is just incredible. Another honorable mention, hands down. Such an awesome one. All of them from the collection are amazing. This one is one of my favorite scenes in Star Wars with Greedo and Han Solo. Who shot who first? I'd love to hear your opinion on that. Leave that in the comment box below. That's the great Star Wars debate right there. But you see how it has the background right there? Just like on the speeder, you can see like the forest in the background. It just helps tell the story, and I think that if they had some kind of background on this one, it would have been better. Just it being just cardboard in the back, it just makes it all bland and kind of blah, you know, but it's still awesome, just like this one. This one is super duper dope. And what's gonna be my number 1? The Cloud City Duel, Darth Vader vs. Luke Skywalker, another one from the Star Wars movie Moments pack. This was the Walgreens exclusive, only sold at Walgreens. You still can find this right now. As I said earlier in the video, I will have more information on a lot of these Funko Pops in the description box below to help you guys out with finding these. I highly recommend this one. This is such an amazing Funko Pop. They just capture it great. The background's incredible. The bridge they have there is incredible. Great details. They absolutely nailed it. So this is my number 1 by far. Best scene in Star Wars, no? If not, let me know your favorite scene in Star Wars. Leave that in the comments. I love seeing the interaction, so please leave your comments. Show that